back close to 4,000 workers who were mostly from 23 local government areas in this state. And in addition to that, I wanted to understand what they meant by public and private. Well, WCW decided and also recommended to the National Executive Council that Labour will withdraw all services from either public or private, and they mean all services for all sectors of the economy for 5 days in the first instance. And they quote, I say, and where there is no remorse, it is going to be total action, because we believe that El Rufai is not alone in this action. We believe that there is no neoliberal force, and some government are also a part of it, a part of the process of sacking 4,000 workers in Kaduna State. Kaduna State yesterday was therefore, pretty much after all that development, brought to its knees. I didn't quite expect that it would be to that degree. But it would appear that Labour pretty much wanted to make a statement. So yesterday, just going through the news, I was a little shocked as to the extent to which the protest pretty much went. This is pretty much what I can share with you. Kaduna State was brought to its knees yesterday as Organised Labour, the Nigerian Labour Congress, led by the president or the president of the union, Ayuba Waba, to put all activities on hold. Waba, who addressed the civil servants in the state, vowed to ensure that El Rufai's government is brought to its knees until the government recall the sacked workers to their duty post. The leader of various labor bodies who were in Kaduna to demonstrate for solidarity with the sacked workers went through Kaduna metropolis to ensure that all the ministries, parastatals, and agencies were put under lock and key. All commercial banks, transporters, traders, petrol stations, petrol attendants, and others were asked to withdraw their services in the metropolis. Well, according to them, they want the government to do what they believe is just for the people and by the people. And I think pretty much civil servants depend on the unity and force of the labor union to at least get some of their cries out, get their voices heard, get their pleas considered. I woke up this morning, and interestingly, on El Rufai's page was a tweet he put out. And I want to share this tweet with you, and I'm hoping that given what we have considered by way of background information, you can have an imagination of what is pretty much playing out between the conscience of men, the activities of men, and the state, Kaduna. Okay, El Rufai's tweets are this morning. He says, Kaduna update, I quote, Ayuba Waba and others of the NLC headquarters declared wanted for economic sabotage and attacks on public infrastructure under Miscellaneous Offences Act. Anyone that knows where he is hiding should send a message to MOJ Kaduna. There will, I think he meant they will be handsomely rewarded. All right. So, welcome, Nigeria. And I think that pretty much gives you a plate full of things to consider. Remember that the government is saying, Kaduna State government is saying, well, the reason that they're doing this is because the money is coming into the state. Most of it appears to be going to civil servants. And he thinks, well, other locals have to pretty much enjoy the benefits of being a part of the state. And this is a very tough question, but then I must ask you, do you think the government's decision is something that you pretty much commend? Do you support it, given the fact that state resources must be managed in a way that everyone benefits from allocation? Yeah? Or do you think, no, that's the thing. No, I don't know what other options to serve you. So, I'm leaving all of that to your scrutiny, and I'm asking that you call in 0700 993 993 993 and 01-465-7190 to contribute to the conversation. The management of a state pretty much kind of gives you a bird's eye view as to the management of a country. Well, the governor is saying this is what he must do to ensure that all people from Kaduna State benefit from resources of the state. But then there's a bigger issue now, which is NLC, in the streets, and they intend to be there for 5 days. And they believe that they would do everything that they can to bring the Kaduna State government to its knees. You would think that pretty much should at least start a conversation, except now the governor of the state is saying that NLC president is wanted. Welcome to Nigeria Info. Let's talk. Hello, good afternoon to you. Turn off your radio, please. Welcome to radio. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. Good afternoon.
Thank you very much. Tell us your name. You can go ahead.
This is Albert looking on the line.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Okay, it's a good idea. Like, okay, fine. You are telling us that you have a challenge trying to meet up with the ends of the citizens. Fine, it's a good one. But then the question remains, like, who are those people that you want to stretch out? Like, okay, for example, now if you have your politicians, that those are the people you want to take out. Fine, everybody will not even want to. But these people that you are taking out, they are people that they are civil servants. How much is their ends? How much is the salary? Salaries that cannot even take them home. You understand? So if you want to take out people, start from your own side first. Let's see from your own people first. Your co-ministers or so. Let's start from there. All those minister appointees that you have that they are not even giving us what we want. Then start from there. Then from there we'll know that you are serious. Not just coming up to take from the civil servants. How much is the salary for civil servant for crying out loud? Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thank you very much. I wanted to ask you whether you're in support of the labor movement in Kaduna State. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to the sunny side. How are you?
Hello.
Turn off your radio, please.
Oh, sorry, I beg.
Thank you very much. We're happy to have you. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon. I bet tell Rufai, how much is he going to give? I'll tell him where Ayuba Awoba is. I want to know how much is he going to give?
Oh, wait. I mean, you're making levity of this. Are you saying that you would actually rat out Waba if you were giving money right now?
He said the person will be handsomely rewarded.
What's your price?
Let him give me 1 billion. 1 billion, I will tell him where Ayuba Awoba is.
Okay, let me send him a message.
Since he has money to spend, instead of paying common workers, how much are workers earning that he wants to lay them off?
But did you consider his argument? Have you considered the argument to arrive at that conclusion?
In short, he has no argument at all.
Oh, okay.
Some people you pay shit money, you want to lay them off. But those people you just take in as your political this, you are just paying them money, doing nothing.
Okay.
I know where Ayuba Waba is, so let him bring money. I will tell him where they are.
That will be considered. Thank you very much for calling.
All right.
99.3 Nigeria info you on the sunny side. Turn off your radio. That would be appreciated. Hello.
Hello?
Welcome to the show.
Good morning.
Afternoon, this side of heaven. Welcome.
Okay, this is Emmanuel. I'm calling from Ilupeju.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Now, my take is, I want Erufai to stick to his plans.
Oh, okay.
You find out that the civil service in Nigeria, for instance, is not adding any value. Many of them are leaving the offices and traveling from place to place, doing their businesses. At the end of the month, they just go there to collect money. That is not how a state can be functioned. I even want him to even go more further, to reduce it.
Really?
I'm telling you, because...
Okay, let's consider for a minute. Yeah, but
okay?
You understand that these are families, these are Nigerians, and if you take their jobs away...
Let me explain to you. We have a wrong foundation.
Okay.
We are a state pay to sustain families. That is wrong. A state will pay to provide adequate environment for businesses to thrive, for people to do their businesses. That is what this state is meant for, not to pay salaries for food. That's what I'm telling you. There's bloated services everywhere that does not make any sense.
All right.
So my suggestion is that Erufai is fighting a just cause.
Okay.
A lot of people are shying away from it, but they are postponing their doomsday because definitely it must come. If you want to be realistic.
All right.
So Erufai is my man. I just like what he's doing. That is good.
Thank you very, very much for calling. I do appreciate. You are on the sunny side. Welcome. My name is Joyce. What's your name?
Hello. Good afternoon, Joyce.
Good afternoon. We're happy to have you. Turn off your radio. Tell us your name and please go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, Chris. The world is waiting on you.
Look, for Erufai, I don't blame him. He do what the other people are doing.
What do you mean by that?
For Ayuba Wamba, Joyce, if you can recall, on this your platform, I've been calling Ayuba Wamba to let Nigerians handle this thing themselves.
What do you mean handle it themselves? Wait. What do you mean handle? He's a Nigerian? He's the head of
a. Getting now? Is it because it's happening in Kaduna? We in Lagos we keep quiet. Even the neighboring state, Niger, all of them keep quiet. He will get to their own turn. Why is Ayuba hiding? Let him come out. Maybe he's fighting for Nigerians or Nigerian workers. How many support is he getting now?
Wait, are you listening to the news? He is getting a whole lot of support.
Why is he hiding now? Let him come out. What will Rufai do to him? Let him come out. Nigerians should support this man. Go to Kaduna, support Kaduna people, because tomorrow it may happen to
So
Nigeria.
Hold on a second. So you lost me there. Support who now? Waba or El Rufai?
Waba, no.
Okay.
Because he's fighting that fight alone now. Now they declare some of them wanting. If really we are giving him support, you will see millions of people who will go with him. Let's see what El Rufai will do to those millions of people.
Sounds like an argument. Thank you very much for calling.
Thank you, Joyce.
99.3 Nigeria Info, you on the sunny side? Hello.
Hello, Joy.
Good afternoon, lady.
Yeah, good afternoon. Yeah, I think I support Rufai.
Oh, okay.
No,
I don't want to lose you now. Hey. Hello? Lady!
Hello?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yes, the Nigerian workers, especially the civil servants, they are the most non-productive group in Nigeria. If we go to the office, you will see them eating, talking, watching television, doing nothing. Now, when you now go there and say, you want your file, they say, madam, before we can do anything for you, they will need something. They want money from you. In fact, if I have my way in Nigeria, civil servants, they are the one that will go. They are the problems of Nigeria. You will be with your hard-earned money. You'll be walking up and down, doing your work. When you want to get something from the ministry, they will now stay there and say they are looking for your file just for you to come and bribe them. And for money tonight, they are not productive. When they leave service, they cannot do anything. They don't even know how to make ends. They don't know how to look for money. All they are interested in is bribe, bring money. We will help you to look for your file. I think El Rufai should just go. Just like Nigerians don't want to speak the truth. The civil servants are the problem of Nigeria. I'm telling you.
Okay.
Civil servants, they are doing nothing. They are not doing anything. You see 5, 6 people in an office doing nothing. Just catching and talking and doing nothing. At the end of the day, they will go and collect pay. As many that are not productive, they should sack them. But that the ones that are productive, they can retain them. But those ones that are doing nothing, they should be sacked. And they should go to the farm and work. Let us produce food for Nigeria. Let us go back to the farm and do agriculture. We don't have to be in the office doing nothing. Let us go and work and see how they make money. Not just sitting down there and looking for bribe and saying, for the work you are being paid for, you want people to give you money before you can do it. Right. That is my own take.
Thank you very much for calling.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show. My name is Joyce, 99.3 Nigeria Info. We're glad to hear from you. What's your opinion? Hello.
Good afternoon. My name is Joy.
Welcome, Joy. We're happy to have you on Nigeria Info. If you speak up for us, we'll appreciate it. Now you can go ahead.
Okay, Joy. This is a simple thing because it's very easy for you to blame. Can you hear me?
I don't know whether I agree with you if you say it's a simple thing, but I'll wait for you to explain that.
Okay, hello. Can you hear me, please?
I can, please. Yes.
Okay, now, my contribution is this. It's very simple. Rufai shouldn't have just sacked those people. All you need to do is to have mechanism on how to checkmate those workers. Do you understand? To see if they are productive. Now,
it would appear that according to him, he said he has done it. He has checked for productivity. He's even pre-informed them that there would be like a cutting down. Yeah?
Sure, wait.
A kind of retrenchment.
Joy.
Okay.
Joy, when you go to some of their offices, you hardly see system there. There's no computers, nothing at all. So what it's supposed to do is assign them to other units where they can be productive. You can say, okay, you people here, you can go to work in the agricultural sector. Let's see what you can, bring out that will also help our state. And also, like when we're working private workers.
He suggested that. Did you miss that? Because I did share that. He suggested that he was going to give preference or preferential treatment to those who would take up.
No, after they have been sacked. That was what he said.
Yeah.
Those that are sacked, that he is going to tell them you have a special treatment,
Yeah.
you get
State
money to do
allocation
what
for agriculture and stuff.
No, what it's supposed to do is why they are working. If you are in a particular unit where that is not productive, put them in a different unit that can be productive, where you can see their job.
Let me ask you a question. What if you're trying to inject them into a space? What if that space is already full? Have you thought about that? If you have a space, if you have a department that's already full, would you inject more people just because you're trying to accommodate them?
No.
Okay.
You see those places you are going to eject them. Now it's like a competition. What are you bringing out? In the places that you are putting, what can you bring out from that place? So that alone, even you who is working, some of them will frustrated out of the system because they will see that they can't do anything. Now, these people that you lay off now, you ask them to, if they want to do agriculture, what makes you think that they would like to fit into agriculture when you start them? But when you look at, there are so many good things that we can still do in our state.
Like what? Like real quick now, you have to give us something so we can hear other people. Can you give us an idea? Like what now?
Like the textiles.
Okay, like other sectors.
Other sectors, not just agriculture, like the textile, like so many other things, even the tech, you know.
Okay.
Put them there.
Thank you very much for calling 99.3 Nigeria Info. Welcome to the sunny side. How are you?
Joy.
Yes, this is Nigeria Info. We're happy to have you. Tell us your name.
You have Solomon on the line.
Welcome, Solomon. Please go ahead.
Joy, I just sorry for this country.
Why?
I don't think that this country will move forward with this kind of attitude.
Make it make sense. What do you mean?
Joy, let me take you back a little bit. You remember there was a time when Adam Oshiomhole was the governor of Edo, when he asked public teachers to go for an exam.
Okay.
This is how Nigeria Labour Congress stand against it and say no. Why should they do an exam? To test them, to test their ability. If you know you are capable, why should you be afraid of exam? Look, let's see Kaduna as our private business. And you know that these people are not productive. Your own private company, can you continue to pay them?
Okay.
Can you? If it is your own private business, your own business. I think the way we are looking at it is, after all, is our oil money, is our general money. Let's use it anyhow we like now. That is the attitude of Nigeria, both the followers and the leaders. And I don't know how this country is going to go forward with that kind of attitude.
Are you saying you support El Rufai because he's sieving out incompetence and mediocrity?
I support El Rufai 100%. Let other governors continue to pretend. Let them continue to pretend.
Okay.
A lady just said it now. Go to their office. You will see what is happening over there. I have a brother that works with local government. Sometimes he even leave out around 12 p.m. and you are going to work. Can you do that with a private organization? Can you do that?
Wow. Okay.
Look, let's continue to postpone that evil deal. In fact, encourage those other governors to employ more workers. Thank you.
Thank you very much for calling. Very passionate commentary. Hello, good afternoon to you. We're Nigeria Info. You have to speak up for us. Nobody can hear you.
Adegoke from Lekki.
Thank you very much, Goke. We're happy to have you here. Please go ahead.
El Rufai is a sample of a gross failure of leadership.
Okay.
Yeah, he's very incompetent. They call him a technocrat, but he's nothing like a technocrat. A technocrat thinks deeply, thinks creativity, and not just cutting the tree from the top. Right, is supposed to go through the roots and dig it out. You get so that is the kind of crop of leaders that we have in Nigeria.
You're going to do us all a favor. Pardon me. You're going to do us a favor.
Yeah.
Can you necessarily can you underscore a particular area of his failure that is relative to this very issue? Like where has he failed as far as this is concerned?
First of all, he doesn't have a listening ear. He is so hard-hearted. He doesn't consider the people. Can't you? These people are protesting now. You cannot even call them. You are now sending thugs to them. Look at the news just now. Some thugs just dispersed them from their protest, from their rightful protest. You as a governor, you cannot even call these people and say, okay, let's talk about this. You get That's how you handle things. You just sacked them and then you kept quiet. You are adamant. That was how the other time they said negotiate with these people, rescue these people that were kidnapped. You remain adamant. You say you will not do anything. You don't care about them. You know, if it's his own children, would he do that? Will he do such? Why is he so hypocritical? Why are our leaders so hypocritical? And people calling and saying you should sack them, this, that. If your relatives, your own child or whatever, your father is working there, will you say you should sack them? Is that how things are done? There are no jobs in Nigeria. No job creativity. The governors are just sitting down waiting for the federal government to give them money. Is that how the government should be run?
Okay.
It's time we tell ourselves the truth in this country.
Okay.
I don't like it when people just come and you call in and begin to support rubbish. It's nonsense.
Okay, so I want to inject another angle to this conversation. Do you remember in 2017 there was a particular news headline? I hope you didn't miss it. Kaduna State Government releases the script of teachers who failed exam of pupils. Did you hear that?
Yes,
where some teachers were tested and they failed. Does that influence your judgment now that I have kind of brought that to your memory?
It is still part of gross failure of leadership. When things are not done well, we have the wrong educational system set in place.
Okay.
People that don't have business in the educational system are into education. Some people just leave the university and they are looking for a job, no job, so they just delve into teaching.
Okay. So now that he's trying to sieve out mediocrity and incompetence, you're not quite pleased by that.
No, you have already, before they came in, didn't you allow them to? Weren't you supposed to do the right to screening?
All right.
Just put them, employ people, just put them at the office. Nothing for them to do.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you very much for calling 99.3 Nigeria Info. Good afternoon to you.
Hello, good afternoon.
We're happy to hear you. You have about 2 minutes. I hope that works for you.
Yeah.
Tell us your name. Go ahead.
Yeah, the name is Eddie.
Welcome, Eddie. Please go ahead.
Thank you. I support El-Rufai 100%.
Oh, wow.
Now, the man is trying to make things work in Kaduna State.
Okay.
And those who don't know nothing about governance are saying all sorts of rubbish. Now, he is trying to remove the dead wood. To start with, the civil service generally, even at the federal level, it is filled with incompetent people. Like everybody has said before, the civil service is the problem of Nigeria.
Oh, you agree with that?
Yes.
Oh.
They are our problem. Look at, during the protest, the MSAS protest, there were food items procured by the government that was supposed to be shared to people through the civil service system that were locked up in warehouses all over the country. It is the civil servant that does all that.
Okay.
They are the people that the government interact with the people through. In fact, I support El-Rufai 100%.
Brilliant. Do you consider in 30 seconds?
Along.
Yeah, but hold on. In 30 seconds, do us a favor. Do you consider unemployment and the fact that the nation is tougher now economically, both for government and for the citizens? Do you think would that influence your judgments in any direction?
No, please.
All right.
Now, he is going to pay them their entitlement.
Yeah, you have 10 seconds.
Now, let them go and look for businesses. They should be entrepreneurs. Let them go and look for businesses.
All right. Thank you very much. We're off on a break. We'll be right back.
Thank you, Kule. So what's Freedom Synergy Pro all about?
Okay, thank you. Freedom Synergy Pro is an organization that empowers people financially. We provide opportunities for people to make extra income. Okay. So as to be able to meet up with their daily needs. There's a short story of a little boy. He went to his father and asked, Dad, what is the meaning of financial freedom? And the dad said, when you're sleeping at home and the money is out there working for you without your time or physical presence, that is financial freedom.
Thank you, Kole. So you mean I can really sit at home while my money is working for me out there?
Oh, yes, your money can work for you outside. We're going to get there shortly.
Okay. Welcome back. It's still the program, Financial Freedom. So, Kole, do you know there are a lot of people out there who have just one source of income and they want to be financially free? How is that possible?
You can't be financially free if you depend on just one source of income. Now, let me tell you this. Those who understand this secret are the ones living large today. You see them riding Porsche cars, living in good houses, paying their bills conveniently, and you wonder within yourself, oh boy, this guy is lucky. Nobody's really lucky.
Okay.
See, the truth is this. If you take the right financial action, you're going to get the right result.
So, you talked about empowering people financially the other time. So tell me, how do you empower people financially?
Basically, Freedom Synergy Pro is in partnership with multinational companies that are into production of different household products like toothpaste, body care, beverages, and healthcare products that can help you to restore dead cells in your body system.
Basically what we need for our day-to-day running.
Day-to-day running, your daily needs. So we sell these products on behalf of those multinational companies. What people need to do is to partner with us. Anyone who partners with Freedom Synergy Pro will get healthcare products and ROI every 6 weeks. That means they'll be earning income every 6 weeks.
Okay, every 6 weeks.
Every 6 weeks. When you partner with us, Freedom Synergy Pro as a company will be making your money work for you without your time or physical presence.
Wow, so who are the people that can enjoy this great opportunity?
Oh, this opportunity to make more money is for everyone.
Really?
Yes, whether you're self-employed, an employee, a retiree, a graduate, an undergraduate, even as parents, you can partner with us for your children. So every 6 weeks, you're building great financial future for them. That is how to raise a generation of millionaires. In fact, many people within and outside Nigeria have been enjoying this massive opportunity.
So you mean every 6 weeks, I don't have to work with you and I make my money without physical appearance?
Oh yes, that is how smart people make money. You don't need to appear physically. All you need to do is to leverage the opportunity we've provided for you. The opportunity to make extra money without your physical appearance. By partnering with us, it's a massive opportunity for everyone.
So tell me, and for the benefit of those listening to us right now, how do we contact you for those that want to join?
Okay, I'm going to give our contact out, but let me say this opportunity doesn't have anything to do with whether you're educated or not.
And that's a good
Whether
one.
you're able to operate your phone or not. No! Just partner with us and you start earning every 6 weeks and enjoy lots of opportunities.
Kunle, you know what I'm thinking right now?
Okay.
A lot of people will be interested in this great opportunity.
Oh, yes.
So tell me, how do they contact you?
Okay, you can contact us through our office in Lagos, Pentagon Plaza, opposite Chrisland International School, by Awoshika bus stop, Okpebi, Lagos State.
Pentagon Plaza, opposite Chrisland International School,
by Awoshika bus stop,
Okpebi, Lagos. Okay.
Or better still, send years and your location to 081 33 21 0074. Let me call it again. Send years and location to 081 33 21 0074 or visit our website www.freedomsynergypro.com and our representative will be there to guide you on how to register.
So that's it. To be financially free, you send your yes and location to 081 3321 0074. Again, 081 3321 0074. So thank you, Kule, for coming on the program today. I really appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome.
And so you've heard and you know already that to be financially free, you have to have multiple streams of income. Don't miss out on this great opportunity. Thank you and have a nice day.
Sunnyside with Joyce.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We are back.
We're back on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
For the best talk.
So your state governor is said to have ordered immediate employment of 5,000 youths. Don't we need more of these to come from different governments?
Stay with Nigeria Info.
Do you think that maybe those food items just came like that, decayed already? I mean, what is really the truth?
I try to be careful not to use the word hoarding because I do not have facts that points at that.
Your number one station for talk. 99.3. Let's talk.
This is
the 5-day warning strike directed by the Nigeria Labour Congress, which begins today in Kaduna State, Governor Nasir El-Rufai says he is ready and will wait for the union leaders and the opposition People's Democratic Party. Bus in Kaduna State. According to reports, the transmission company of Nigeria have joined the strike by knocking off all the 33 kV lines in the state. Here, since don't black be that. You will recall that there have been reports of Governor El-Rufai's civil service reform affecting 4,000 jobs in the state. It was gathered, however, that many civil servants in the state have decided to boycott the strike today, following a warning by the state government that attendance will be taken. True. El-Rufai, where Shokoto wait for them. Ijaw youths from the 9 states of the Niger Delta region have threatened to reenact the 12 days revolution declared in 1966 by the Ijaw hero Major Isaac Jasper Adaka Boro to secede from Nigeria in protest against the continued neglect and deprivation of the region by the federal government under President Buhari. When they talk say, don't let what happened in 1960 repeat itself. Alas, it only happened. They say the only way to dissuade them from pressing ahead with their plan is for the federal government to immediately constitute the substantive board of the Niger Delta Development Commission and take steps towards proper restructuring and true federalism in the country. Una for talk say na NDDC matter make una dey vex. Come be like say. Parents of the 37 abducted students of the College of Forestry Mechanization freed from captivity have denied reports that the students were sexually molested by the bandits who abducted them. The parents made this known in a statement signed by their chairman, Abdullahi Usman, in reaction to an online publication which reported that an unidentified parent of one of the 27 students said the students, both male and female, were sexually and homosexually molested by the bandits. The parents have described this revelation as unfortunate and irresponsible and are asking for a retraction. Meanwhile, father of the alleged killer of Akwa Ibom job seeker Inuabong Umoren has denied allegations that his family was into killing for organ harvesting. The 64-year-old Frank Akpan says he became aware of the murder when he was invited for interrogation by the police. Akpan claimed to be absent when the incident occurred. He also says he is unhappy about what his son did. No vexu. But I thought said the uncompleted building and Papa get him. It's alright. The police command in Ebonyi State have warned native doctors against providing criminals with charms to perpetrate criminal activities in the state. Meaning to say their Ode she don't pass, be careful. The State Police Public Relations Officer, DSP Loveth Oda, gave the warning in Abakiliki. Oda said the command is committed to the protection of lives and property of people and asked native doctors and the country at large to steer clear of unlawful businesses. Oh, nothing we person not go see for this country. Meanwhile, a 70-year-old man has been allegedly caught at a barber's shop in Okemosho in Akure, Ondo State for collecting human hair in large quantity at a barber's shop. Maybe you won't do Afro wig. According to reports, the man works with a woman and male accomplice collecting human hairs from barbing shops within the area. The female accomplice was caught by residents of Okemosho, after which she led them to the house of the alleged ritualist. Attempt by the aggrieved youths to set the house of the suspected ritualist was, however, prevented by the head of the community, Chief James Abiodun. That is to say, it's not a wigging business. It's a spiritual somethings. I'm Onyi Sunday, and those are stories lost to the headlines.
We're like gold diggers, tunneling through the mishaps and the handicaps.
I don't know what to cook for them. I don't know what to give them to eat. That is the issue at hand as I speak right now.
In the name of the good, we hope to earn the truth and be worth our weight in salt.
Every night, every lad and there, we hear 1 million boys, 2 million boys, 3 million boys. Common people wouldn't have no money. They're supposed to find it where people can follow you. Everybody can follow you, both the rich and those poor.
The Sunny Side with Joyce.
The Sunny Side with Joyce.
Weekdays, 12 to 3 p.m. on
Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Welcome to the show. 99.3 Nigeria Info, 5 minutes exactly past 1 p.m. Very beautiful Tuesday afternoon on the sunny side. My name is Joyce Onyemuwa. Welcome right back into the conversation. This is just a little detour. It kind of piqued my curiosity. Listening to headlines, lots of the headlines, I heard that it's reported that parents of the students of forestry mechanization at FACA Kaduna State pretty much are saying that one of the parents who did say that their child, or maybe even two children, were molested. So I remember when I read that a parent had said that her son was molested by the bandits, and then I also later heard that it wasn't just one person, it was actually a girl and a guy. Now I'm hearing that they're told to retract the statement. And in my head, I'm thinking, should they retract it because it's false? Or should it be retracted because you don't want to make it a public? You don't want to make such a conversation open to public consumption. So it's like, parents could have, maybe out of fear or suspicion, said something false. So yeah, it should be retracted. But if it's not, which certainly wasn't stated, we don't know it to be false because it has been proven to be false. We just hear, well, retracted. Is it that we feel safer that we covered the evil? Yeah, to avoid further embarrassment, or we don't want that to be a conversation. It shouldn't be something known to public. Well, it was pretty much something you can say should have made a feature. Yesterday on the show, if you listened, when we asked, so how should victims react in that situation where they have been molested or victimized? How is society helping them? Is society helping further victimize them? Is society helping, them face that trauma so that they're not necessarily broken people who are a part of society? Let me tell you what makes it bad if you cover it. If you cover it, let's say you molest a boy. You cover it. You don't give him enough courage for him to face that horror and deal with that demon and put it somewhere in the cage down in the dungeon. Yeah? So what happens is that you have broken his psyche, you have broken his spirit, you have stolen his innocence as he grows up. Because it hasn't been, you haven't confronted that problem, that individual grows, well, there's a higher possibility that they grow into what they have become or what has been done to them. You look at your society today, there's no better proof than your society today. That when you do something in the shadows, and say, for example, you truncate justice, yeah? And you do that for such a long time, after a while, even the society itself bears that as a badge. It's just curiosity. I'm just thinking, so you would not have them speak on it. Except it's false, so you say retracted. But then if it's not false, all right, just thinking out loud. So if you're a parent, if you have responsibility to be guardian, if you have been given responsibility over anything or anyone, you're going to be asked for it. And I thought I'd remind you about that. If you fail at becoming a thousandaire, millionaire, you can't fail at responsibility. Someone's going to charge you for that. And I know you think it's abstract. You'll see. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Welcome to the show. We're right back into what appears to be a rather complex evaluation of the Nigerian reality. This time around, we'll have a focal point as Kaduna State, and the governor in the state looks like he's all out for the drama. If this was theater, it would be good theater. Welcome to the conversation this afternoon on radio. Kaduna State versus NLC. maybe we should put it that way. Well, Kaduna State Government gave a reason as to why they had to lay off some workers. Well, we are hearing workers laid off pretty much to the tune of 4,000 people. And the governor said Well, he gave an explanation for his action. He said the public service of the state with less than 100,000 employees and their families cannot be consuming more than 90% of government resources, with little left to positively impact the lives of more than 9 million that are not political appointees or civil servants. So it depends. It depends on how you slice the argument. After you're done slicing, then you call 0700 993 993 993 and 01465 7190 on the sunny side. Hello. Welcome to radio. How are you?
Hello.
Good afternoon. We're happy to have you. Thank you very much
Joyce,
for calling.
how are you? I'm Tony.
Welcome,
calling
Toy. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Joyce, I don't know if you have got anything to do at any of these government offices. In fact, at a point, I'm always scared going into any of these offices to have anything to do because of their behavior, and they're always expecting, sometimes asking for you to do their palms, to do their job. Now, as scholars, we're expected to be objective and not allow emotions to cloud our sense of judgment in this. If you are a company, you are the manager and director of a company, or I've worked in companies before now, and I know what to obtain. If out of the 4,000, if my brother is one of them, I will tell him, how come you are one of those 4,000 that will have to go? Were there no other people? Are there no other people that are still there? If, a state is spending over 90,000 of its revenue paying salaries, so how much is left for the general people and other infrastructure? The truth of the matter is that majority of them are deadwoods, and they are always ready. They are not always ready to. They are ready to rebuff any attempt to change the situation, to change the equation. In Ekiti State, that's my state. There was a time before the second coming of Fayemi, when he was contesting that time, they ganged up against him, the teachers, civil servants. For what reason? He wanted to do an exam for all the teachers in that state to test, so that students, they want to see what he could do. There was nothing that I didn't say to convince them that he was not going to sack them. They all refused. And so at a point, they would carry charms to go and do sacrifice there. They can't go together.
Oh.
The bottom line is, I support El Rufai. The only thing is that he should have called them. He should have had a round table, open the books for them to see. This is it. This is what we are having. This is what is left. I have a whole lot of the states. And apart from that, he should have even improved his IGR collection. So I support him in this. Thank you.
Thank you very much for calling. I do appreciate your contribution, and I'm hoping that just before you call in, or just before we have this conversation, that you consider the possibility, or say the effects of this singular move. We're already speaking on the employment rate in Nigeria, and how this singular action might influence, further unemployment for some people. I just want to know what you think about all of this playing together in one scene. Welcome to radio. Good afternoon.
Hello.
To you. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. John from Ibeji.
Thank you, John. We're happy to have you.
Yeah. Joyce, I would want you to ask Erufai, how much did himself spend on his own personal self?
Okay.
How much of the state revenue he spent on himself? How much he spent on all those his cabinet, or what is he called? The houseboy, the driver. How much did he spend from the state revenue? The money that he talked about paying the workers. If you put all of them together for 20 years, it's not up to the amount he will divert into his personal account. Look at the recent one. Which state they are talking about the governor being interrogated by the EFCC?
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, we're with you.
The money that they are being interrogated. The same thing happened. Look at the federal government. They said they want to reduce the salaries, the workers' salary. But they don't want to reduce their own. One senator will be collecting 30-something million every month. And when you put it together in a year, somebody will collapse because of such money. And then they want to reduce it 30,000 naira they are paying their workers. I don't understand though. Okay. If you like, let me sack all of them. I think it will be better.
Okay, but let me ask you then. Do you think then, given your argument or your position, it is okay to maintain what can be regarded as mediocrity or substandard civil servants just so that they stay employed?
I didn't quite get you.
Do you think he should maintain people who he think are not necessarily efficient enough for the system just so that he can keep them employed, even though they're not necessarily efficient?
Joyce, let us not go into being efficient because if he sees himself as efficient in that work.
Oh, this is
he's
tricky.
not, man.
Okay.
So he's just like a thief pursuing thief.
Okay. Thank you very much for calling 99.3 Nigeria Info, the sunny side. Turn off your radio. Please turn off your radio.
This is not problem.
Well, we'll appreciate it if you turned off your radio.
RFI is I don't know what to disqualify him because the man himself, is it okay? By this time of the day, there's no work, there's nothing. You will sack 4,000 workers. Is it okay? How much is his own salary? How much is his own dog salary? Eh? What is wrong with the man? That is how he's not pushing it for PDP. Anytime APC do something, they will push it to PDP. Now it's transferring the thing to PDP as their enemy.
Okay, yeah? But the reason he gave is that he doesn't want, say, about 100,000 families consuming a larger portion of the resource, of the state, when other 9 million people who live in Kaduna State are not benefiting from the government. So
those people, they are there before him now. Are they not there before Aerofy?
It would appear.
Did not sack them.
It would appear that
those people now he's sacking now is the people that bring him to power there. The same thing they did with the Boko Haram. They are the ones sponsoring those people to get power. When they get power, they will forget them.
Yeah,
those people Aerofy is sacking now. 4,000 now. It's most of the people voting for him there. Why did he sack? Why does he not sack them that time?
Okay. Thank you very much for calling. Doesn't quite appear you support El-Rufai in any way. Hello. How are you? Good afternoon to you.
Yeah, Sebastian calling from Akeja.
Thank you very much, Sebastian.
Yes, I think these people calling for in support of El-Rufai, I think they're jealous of the civil servant.
Oh.
If I may ask them, did they even care? Hello?
Yeah, why? Why do you think they're jealous?
I think they don't even know how much they pay civil servants in Nigeria. They don't know. The state government are stealing. How many special advisors do they have? Did they call down their special advisors that are spending money? Some of them don't have offices.
Okay.
They give them to compensate their parents and politicians. In a state civil service, I don't think they collect up to 50,000.
Can I ask you something?
Go ahead.
Okay, so El-Rufai put out a tweet on Twitter, and he said he was pretty much commending someone's opinion about the situation in Kaduna State, and he said, the reform of the size, cost, and quality of over-bloated, inefficient, and barely educated public service is the stake here. And he's choosing not to go back on what he has determined to be the eventual outcome of his decision. Now, remember, he's highlighting size, cost, and quality of over-bloated, inefficient, and barely educated public service. He thinks there's no reason why he should be paying money to barely efficient or, say, inefficient and barely educated public servants. Do you think that there might be a justification for his actions?
Okay. If he does that, that's all right.
Oh.
But if he did not, I don't think it's necessary for him to do that.
Okay.
Thank you.
The sunny side. Welcome to your radio. Sorry I lost you. Hopefully you can make it back. 99.3 Nigeria Info 0700 993 993 993 and 01465 7190. Good afternoon. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Welcome.
Hello.
Good afternoon. Thank you very much for calling radio. What's your name?
My name is George.
Welcome, George.
Hi. Been listening to your show. My contribution is, I would have asked El-Rufai to know the reason. If the reason is actually because the state not viable and not generating enough IGL to maintain the workforce, that would be understandable, to reduce the overhead, and because it doesn't make sense to spend all your money on salaries. You know, you don't have anything to spend on on capital infrastructure and all that. But he should also let us know, open the books and let them see exactly where the monies are going to, and let us know the cost of governing in Kaduna State. How much does the state spend on the cabinet, for instance, the commissioners and all the appendages, all the aides, governor's aides and all that. Let it not be a case of a governor retrenching workers just to save money to fund the overbloated government. If it is a clear case of, okay, the government is lean, okay, you're not spending so much on government, and then you want to save money to spend on infrastructure, it should be understandable. But like we've always seen in Nigeria, politicians are very selfish. They'll rather retrench the workforce, they'll rather sack people, increase the unemployment, just to fund their insatiable appetites. Okay, so let him open the books and be transparent about it. And I'm sure these workers are human beings, they will understand. So we don't want a situation whereby a governor is sacking all the workforce just to save money, to fund an overbloated government and make life easy for politicians.
Okay, worth considering. Yeah. Thank you very much for calling. Thank you. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Good afternoon. Please turn off your radio. You're live. Hello.
Joyce, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. We're happy to have you. Tell us your name.
Ezekiel is my name. Calling from Nigeria.
Thank you, Ezekiel. Go ahead.
A government that does that is quite irresponsible.
It's quite what? I didn't get that.
A government that does that.
Yeah.
Is quite irresponsible.
Oh, okay. Why?
What is the essence of governance? And even if what he's saying is to be true, which I know is 100% false, what does he supposed to do? What does a responsible government supposed to do? Look, Joyce, let me tell you, and let the listenership as well take note of this. The government in this country are not ready for the welfareism of its citizens. They are like Pharaoh. Until they enter into the Red Sea, I'm telling you, they have nothing else to do. They vow that nothing good. That's why, look at like since 1960. Tell me one good thing you have enjoyed in this country. One good, Joy, as you are there, just tell me one. In your house,
I lost you. 99.3 Nigeria Info, you on the sunny side. Hello and welcome to radio. It would appear that we have Paul on the telephone. Hello, Paul. Good afternoon to you. We're glad to have you.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Welcome to Nigeria Info. Go ahead.
Yeah, you've been doing a very wonderful job, and this is my first time of reaching you.
Oh, thank you very much for calling. We're glad to have you here.
I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, Joyce, you know one thing, there is let's just. I know everybody is minding his business, where he gets his income to it, especially you that are journalists. If we do X-ray of Nigeria, holistically, the truth is that Nigeria is sick. No matter how we paint it in the name of patriotism, this country needs to be refashioned. Fundamental errors that have brought everything down. And in the name of patriotism, we are trying to sugar it, paint it, let it not be that I'm speaking negative things against my country. You have to be patriotic. These songs, we have sung it for years. I was born in the early 70s. I'm in my 50s now. I have not seen anything change. Nothing. To start with, Erufai sacking 4,000 civil servants. The first question is this. Define who is civil servant. Is the police among? Hello, Joyce.
Oh, yeah, sure. Please go ahead. We're with you.
Is the police among? Are they civil servants? Teachers, are they civil servants? Doctors, are they civil servants? Nurses, are they civil servants? Those non-academic staff in the universities, are they civil servants? Are they the 4,000 that he is sacking? Because sometimes when I sit down and look at what is happening here, by the grace of God, I had the opportunity of living outside this country for years before I came back. It looks as if we are opposite to humanity. It looks as if sometimes I told my wife, I say, I'm confused.
Yeah.
Does it mean that black man doesn't reason? Okay, this is 8 years you are in the saddle of leadership of Kaduna State. So is in the last 2 years of leaving office, now you suddenly realize that less than how many percentage of workers is consuming what 9 million we consume? Just because 2 years to go? Haba. Okay, what have you put on ground that these people are going to take to sustain their family?
So I want to quickly refer you to something. He said that he's going to give a preferential treatment to those who have been disengaged and are willing to take up the advantage of the state governor's various agricultural and entrepreneurial development schemes.
Okay, if that's what he said,
yeah,
he's supposed to have started it before sacking them.
Oh, okay. You have 20
they're supposed to have
seconds
been in
now.
place.
Yeah, you have 20 seconds before we
So,
go. for the
so, Joy, what I'm trying to say is this. I wouldn't say God, because in Europe you don't say God will help you. I think the Nigerian masses need to stand up for their rights. Thank you and God bless.
Thank you very much for calling. Thank you. 99.3 Nigeria Info. We're off in a break. We'll be right back. And after this, we kind of round up the conversation and segue into something equally interesting and engaging on the sunny side.
More talk, news, and sports.
Hi there. If anyone ever asks you for your banking app, password, or
99.3 Nigeria Info, we are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's